Hello and welcome to Sensual Insights. I'm your host, Kat, and here at Sensual Insights, we talk about intimacy and connections between partners. And for the last few episodes, I've been telling you how to get your man or get your woman in the groove of things and all of that. And I always stress that communication is the number one key, and your mind is your biggest asset when it comes to sex. So, with these two in mind, our topic today is how do you exactly start the conversation with your partner? How do you talk about sex with your partner, right? So I'm gonna give you some tips on how you can talk about sex with your partner, and it's not easy. Trust me, I know. It's not easy, but we are here to learn and share experiences, and maybe people can pick up some things that can work for them, and they can also share their experiences. So it's never good to complain to your partner about anything. So how do you start about this sex topic? So tip number one, start right away. Start right away, meaning start talking about sex as early as possible in your relationship. And really, my thing personally is talk about sex even on the first date. And or as you're chatting, when you've talked about all of it, okay, what's your favorite color? What your what? Then you be like, hey, so sex. What do you think about it? And also you get in the earlier stages, I believe, I know people can fib a little bit, and some people are very truthful about, okay, this is what I want, this is what I'm about. I don't do 1, 2, 3, I don't do it. So that also you check your chemistry. Like you can have sexual attraction with someone, but once it gets to the nitty-gritties of, are you okay with this? Are you okay with that? What are your boundaries? You kind of find that, oh, we have the sexual chemistry, like we want to have sex with each other. That's the sexual chemistry I'm talking about. But when it comes to boundaries and interests and desires, you two are like this. So it's easier to do this early on in the relationship so that you don't have problems. Problems gonna come, but at least you have a foundation of, okay, we're on this similar path when it comes to sex, so we can move in that path. And then when you get to a roadblock, you know how to navigate it because you talked about it earlier on, and then you know. And also, as you continue talking about sex, you learn how somebody has grown in their appetite, because appetites don't stay the same. Apparently, every 7 years we are different people on a molecular level. So our desires, our growth, our thinking, our everything also grows and changes and adapts with time or whatever. So straight away talk about sex, right? Or tip number 2, if you haven't talked about sex earlier on and it's been like 3 months, 6 months, 6 years, 10 years, and then it's never too late to talk about sex. It's never too late to learn. People are graduating. 90-year-olds are graduating from primary school. 40-year-olds are getting their first degrees. It's never too late to learn, right? So keep that in mind and understand that it's a good idea to start talking about a relationship sex early on in a relationship. But even if you've gone a long time without talking about it, there is still time. If both partners are willing, if both partners are open to it, time is what you have. So it's never too late. Communication can be a real problem for older people, but it can be fixed. The thing here is willingness, right? I know we get shy about sex for whatever reason. I know we kind of, and I think our problem also is that what we want to say to our partner might be hurtful, and that makes us kind of shy away from saying it. But the thing is to have that moment of, hey, I have some things that I want to get off my chest, and I don't want you to take this personally or anything, and be gentle with your words. There are better words to choose than the ones that you are thinking that are keeping you from opening up to your partner about you not being satisfied in your sexual experience with them, or you wanting to do more. And you wanting to do more has nothing to do with your partner not satisfying you. It's just that your appetite has grown and you would like your partner to join you in that journey. So think about it from that perspective and then talk about it at whatever stage you are at. And also, podcasts like this, get on YouTube, Google an article, send it to your partner. Icebreakers can help, or send them a video or send them something. Then it gets the conversation to open up more naturally because you're discussing that, and then it circles back to the two of you, and then you have a foundation to work from, right? Tip number 3, open up about your fantasies. Like I was saying, if you've been together for eons and you either didn't know you were into some stuff, and as you grow you kind of get into it. Like I didn't know I was into BDSM, but the older I got, the more I'm like, oh, this is something I could actually fuck around with. So it's just, and also in whatever your fantasies are, remember to start slow, especially if your partner is hearing about it for the first time. Even if it is their fantasy as well, the both of you need to start slow with each other. Meet each other at a point that is comfortable for the mutual couple, the mutuality of the relationship. Meet each other there and then grow from there. If somebody is at level 10 and you are at level 1, you gotta meet them at level 1 and then slowly get them to the level that they are comfortable with. They might end at 6, and that should be fine. Okay. So open up about your fantasies. Do you wanna role play? Do you wanna pretend like you're strangers meeting at a bar? Do you want to travel and have sex in weird places? Do you want to go on a long drive and have sex in the bushes? Do you want to have sex in the car while there's a party going on? Do you want to have sex in the pool while there's a party going on? What do you want? And also, hey guys, be careful. Sex in the bathrooms, public bathrooms, the ones that have the space at the top. Be careful. People are taping people. Anyway, tip number 3, timing is everything. Everything I've been saying is about timing. You gotta set the time. You gotta set. Don't just ambush your partner, okay? Don't ambush. Don't just be like over coffee in the morning because you had a weird night and then you're like, oh, by the way, I want you to choke me while we're having sex. Okay, that could work. But, ease into it and baby steps. Timing is everything. It may seem more natural to talk about sex just before or after you've had it. Some people don't want to talk about the sex they just had or talk about the sex they're about to have. So probably that's not the right time to bring up something. And it's really important to bring it up way before. Like imagine now somebody's about to have vanilla sex with you and you're like, please put it in my butt. And like, whoa, what? What do you mean? And then now the moment is ruined and now you have to sit and talk about what butt stuff do you want and why do you want them, So also when, like not before sex, and also you gotta know your partner, man. Know who your partner is. And yeah, timing, when to do it, don't do it. If you're shy, if you're like the shy type, just like right before your partner is about to leave work, just like send them a text message, knowing that okay, they're not busy with work, they're coming home, and then send them a text message like, oh, I want us to talk about this, and then you don't know it from your phone. And then when they come home, they're like, you were saying, and the conversation can start, you know, just like, no, when your partner's mind's headspace isn't the right to talk about such things. Because some people take it like, you want to complain, like, you know, because I don't know why. It's like when someone says, "Can we talk about sex life?" They're just like, "Oh, you want to complain? Oh my god, what am I doing wrong?" No, honey, no. Anyway, the next step is take responsibility for your own pleasure. Okay, this one is tricky because we all think that the other person is supposed to make us orgasm, and our orgasm is seriously our own our responsibility. Here's the thing: your own responsibility is, firstly, you need to know you and which parts of your body get you there, and then you communicate that with your partner so that they can stimulate those parts, right? And certain positions that hit the spot for you. So you gotta communicate. You see, so your orgasm is your own responsibility. Your pleasure is your own responsibility. When you are thinking it from that perspective, communicating it with your partner so that when you join together, you know what you're doing, you know where you're going, you know what to touch and what not to touch. But don't make it seem mechanical also. It's just sensual and naturally done. But you have to know from your own body's point of view which parts do it for you, and tell your partner. And also, if you're the type of lady that does not come through penetrative sex and you need clitoral stimulation, you need to participate in that. When your partner is hitting it from inside, stimulate your own clit, or be in a position where he can hit it inside and also stimulate your clit with another hand, or use a toy. You see? So now you're like, okay, I know what works for me. So you are working together. Either bring an extra toy so that we do this. And if your partner is the type that needs the balls to be squeezed for them to reach that point, then be in a position where your woman is able to do that. Or you do it yourself, depending on what you're doing. Okay? Your pleasure is your responsibility. Next step, be clear. Be clear, be concise, and explain. Your partner's not a mind reader. Nobody's a mind reader. If you don't tell them, they won't know. If you sulk about it, they still won't know. If you're mad about it, they still will not know until you talk about it. So, talk about it. That's the point of all this. Talk about it. And clearly, don't say, this is thing. What is the thing? Try to explain how the thing is if you don't know the name of the thing. Try to explain how it feels or where it is or how you feel like. Okay. As I'm saying this, I realize it sounds like you are telling them to do something someone else did to you. And that could be the truth. But don't make it sound like that. Okay? Don't make it like, oh, John used to do this thing. Just do it like John did. No. You're like, okay, babe, this thing I like that is there. And the fun thing is to just be laying on your back and your partner is just touching points on you that are just make it, oh my god. And that is fun. And the purpose of that activity is to not climax. It's just exploring your body, like I said this part and you do it like this, so that he's just trying. It's fun, you're gonna laugh, and you might even end up having the most amazing sex after, because you're both relaxed, your minds are at ease, and you've just had find the treasure, scavenger hunt on each other's bodies, and it's like, okay, let's do that. Yeah. And lastly, please be positive, not critical. Be positive. Use sentences like, I rather than you say, You shouldn't like, I like when you do this. But please don't, you shouldn't, like, let it come from, hey babe, this is what I like. I do like it when you kiss me like this. I wish you could do it a little bit more or longer, you know. I like it when you touch me like this. And if you did that, that will send me over. You know, be gentle about it. Don't be critical. And if it's a size thing for the both of you, just be like, okay, baby, I think we should try this position. I feel like it will enhance, it will open you up more, and it will make me hit that spot even better. Then you're good to go. You're good to have some good loving with your partner. So, yeah, those are the tips to be talking to your partner about the sex that you should be having, or that you want to have, or whatever. Whatever it is that you're not talking about, that you need to talk about, and it involves sex. And these tips also work for just normal conversations outside of sex, outside just like you guys don't get along. You should use those tips for just normal conversation of conflict resolution. They offer help. Don't be critical. Use I sentences rather than you. Don't blame, don't point, don't. Just come with an open and loving heart. Sit your partner down and discuss what makes your body tingle. And that is it. I'm Kat, and I hope you enjoyed my tips, and I hope they help you in your relationships. And remember, I'm not a certified sex therapist. I'm just here to have conversations about stuff that I Googled or stuff that has worked for me, and I'm just like letting you know. Okay? And we can have a conversation in the comment section. Invite your friends over, click the subscribe button, hit the notification bell to get notified every time I post, and enjoy each other. Till next time, stay curious and stay sexy.